Today we're checking out the Harley Benton SC-450Plus. This is a Les Paul style guitar. It's in a lefty, also available in a righty. Let's see how it sounds. Welcome back, guys. This is Shane. Today we're checking out the Harley Benton SC-450Plus LP style electric. Let's take a look. So here's the guitar up close. This is part of their vintage series electric guitars, and the body is a mahogany. Check it out. It actually looks really good. If you're wondering why there's scuffs on here, I still haven't taken the plastic off, so that's all that is. The actual piece of wood they've used looks really, really nice in my opinion. We get 22 frets and a C-shaped profile neck. We also get trapezoid inlays as well, which I think looks really classy. Each side of the fretboard has the cream color binding that you're looking at right now. They've loaded the guitar with two Roswell pickups. These are the LAF Alnico 5 vintage style humbuckers. One of the great things about these is you can absolutely split coil both the neck and bridge pickup by pulling up the volume controls. So we get two volume controls and also two tone controls. Now, this is a left-handed guitar, and on a lot of left-handed guitars, to turn up the volume is reversed. They wire it like a right-handed guitar, but on this they go forwards, which is a really great touch. I wish Gibson would do that. One of the cool things about Harley Benton is their headstock design. I think it looks really cool, minus the big chunk missing out of mine, but no big deal. It doesn't really affect the playability. Here's the back of the headstock. We get 6 Clousson style tuners, and as I mentioned on my other video, they're not quite straight, so I'm going to try my best to realign these so they look a little bit more uniform. The color of the top is known as Lemon Drop, and it's a high gloss finish as well. I gotta tell you, in terms of just how this looks and feels in the hand, it feels really great and also looks super cool. It comes up really beautiful on camera, and what I'm seeing is pretty accurate on my reference monitor to the actual color of the guitar. A massive thanks to Thomann for sending this out. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to find out more about this, links will be below. Now, on my live premiere unboxing video, I had so many people say, hey, do a review of this anyway, because I've got one and I'd love to see what you think of it, irrespective of the flaws that I got on mine. So I thought, you know what, it's probably worth doing. So I plugged it in, I was like, man, this actually sounds pretty good. But we'll get into that in the video. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. Today I'm plugged into my Marshall, and it's loaded with an Eminence Texas heat speaker. We have it mic'd up with an SM57 and also a Sennheiser E906. We're gonna start bridge pickup on some dirty tones. We'll also try some clean tones as well. Let's start on bridge pickup. Here we go. Volume control down. So it cleans up beautifully all the way up. Woo! Over to neck pickup. Let's give this a go. Yeah. So these pickups actually take off pretty easily in terms of feedback. You can get them to that point, no problems at all. And that's not even with the gain that high on the amp. It's at 12 o'clock, so it goes much higher, and we're not even on the ultra gain channel. So getting some serious sustain and feedback is actually pretty easy with this guitar. Let's go over to both pickups with the neck pickup just down a little bit, and we'll see how it sounds. Now you can also split coil these pickups, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's try it clean. Let's start with some neck pickup tones now clean. Here we go. I've been told that's my signature lick. I gotta stop playing it. Over to bridge, here we go. Now my amp's up pretty loud on 20 watt mode. I got it cranked most of the way up. The volume's actually on 2 o'clock. So it is breaking up just a little bit, but that's the clean tone. And let's try both pickups now, all the way up on both volume controls and tone controls as well. Here we go. Cool. Now these pickups can also be coil tapped by just pulling up the volume control. So we'll try this clean still as well. Here we go. Over to bridge. So this sounds vastly different to this. Split coil bridge. And now back to the crunch channel on the amplifier, and I'm still in single coil or split coil mode with the volume controls up. This is bridge pickup, here we go. Humbucker mode. Over to neck. Humbucker. Let's see what the tone control can do now. This is bridge pickup. A little bit less. Just up from off. And all the way off. other things I've noticed about Harley Benton guitars is their tone controls are a little bit on the funky side. For example, if I've got it all the way open, allowing all the high end to pass through, if I then turn it to half, there's not a whole lot of difference between what I'm hearing with it all the way up and on half. It then starts to kick in below that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm not one to really use any tone controls anyway on my guitars. I just don't bother. I set the amp up to my liking and then I'm good to go. But there's folks out there who probably want to know that information. Thanks for watching, folks. This is Shane. So what do I think of this guitar overall? So before I get into that, if you missed my live premiere unboxing first impressions video, I'll leave a link up in the cards because I'm going to touch on some of that right now, but not in as much detail. So when this arrived, it had either been dropped before it was packed or something else happened to it in shipping. Now this comes in two boxes. The internal box was shredded, the external box was fine. So I don't know if it was the courier company or what, or something went wrong, but there's some clear cracks on the back of the neck here in terms of the finish. There's a couple of really chips you can feel, especially under the neck as well. They don't feel great. It's got a big chunk out of the headstock and also the tuners aren't aligned. Now I'm going to disregard all of that and just talk about how it feels to play and how it sounds. I think it sounds really cool, and that's just one of those things. I was a bit hesitant of doing this video because of this guitar straight out of the box had so many flaws, but you know what, it hasn't affected the tuning stability. I haven't tuned it up once in the entirety of this actual video review, so that's pretty cool, and it feels good to play. I could get up nice and far on the edge of the fretboard, no problems there at all, and I think the pickups actually sound pretty great. The volume controls and the push-pull pots all feel really good. There's nothing to really critique about it other than the condition that it turned up in, which was, you know, if I had paid for this, which Thomann obviously sent this out for free for the review, I would have been really disappointed had I have paid even 50 bucks for a guitar in this sort of condition. But all of that aside, you know, I can fix some of the issues that this has, and I think it's a playable guitar. So I had a lot of people say, are you going to review this? I've got one, I really like it. Mine was fine. So that's why I'm doing this video. I thought I'm going to try this out anyway and give it a shot because I haven't heard back from Thomann, and I thought, you know what, why not just make a video and share my thoughts about it in terms of how it plays and how it sounds. Now I'm going to leave a poll up here in the cards, and also if you can comment below, that'd be fantastic. Let me know if you've ordered a guitar, a Harley Benton guitar from Thomann, and what kind of condition it was in. To be fair, out of about 6 or 7 guitars that I've had shipped to the house, lefties and righties for Dr. Rick as well, this is the only one that's turned up damaged. The internal box, like I said, was shredded, and I have a feeling that this might have been a return that then got sent to me, and they may have overlooked some of these flaws, but yeah, they're definitely on there. I'm going to try my best to sort of sand that out and do my best to make it a bit more of a playable guitar, and if I can then adjust any of the tuners to make them more straight. One of them's shocking. I'll definitely do that, but overall I think it's a pretty great sounding guitar, and if you were to get one of these in good condition, I think it's definitely one of the best ones I've had a chance to play tonally and just how it feels in the hand. It feels like a premium guitar. A massive thanks to the guys at Thomann for sending this out for the review. If you want to find out more about it, links will be below. Thanks again for watching. My name's Shane. I'll catch you soon. See ya.